everybody, it's Rebecca here at Wine Mermaids, and today is Tag Friday. Today's tag is the You Are What You Media tag. This tag was created by Book Overlooks, and I was tagged by Morgan from Little Word Weaver, and you can find links to both of their channels below. So basically, the tag is just to kind of give or tell about your top 3 favorite or most influential people, artists, movies, whatever, based on these different categories of media. So how they influenced you or inspired you or whatnot. So I decided to go with like overall inspirational. That was very like country version of inspirational. So inspirational / influential people. So, like, when I get into music, for instance, I mean, I don't necessarily listen to these songs anymore, but I did at one time, and they were very inspirational, influential. So, anyway, if you want, like, current updates of, like, what currently inspires me, let me know. But a lot of the ones, like, music, for instance, is, like, over time in my life, what has been the most inspirational or influential, whatever the word is. It's the same thing, sort of, kind of. So let's get into it today. Now let's go. So for the category of books, because this is a booktube channel, so we're gonna start with books. Books. And the first one that's the most influential in my life, and this is the most influential in my life of like everything I will ever mention, and that's Harry Potter. Basically, yeah, that's, if you watch my channel, you know that. If you don't, welcome. Hi. Welcome for, you know, thanks for subscribing. Harry Potter's a big part of my life, though. I've made 2 Harry Potter videos already where I've dressed up. I'll probably do more. Just stick around. And, I mean, it's my life. It's my life. Harry Potter. So, onwards from that, because I could talk about Harry Potter all day, every day, forever. Yes. The next one I'm going to mention is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I read this book in the 9th grade for summer reading. I read it at my grandparents' river house, I remember, and my aunt told me it was her favorite book ever. And I said, okay, maybe I won't hate this book then. And then I ended up loving it, and I read it every so often and still love it. And I still haven't read Ghost at a Watchman yet because I'm kind of scared to, but I don't care. I'm still going to read it. It was very good. To Kill a Mockingbird. I mean, it made me realize that, like, I can like books that I have to read as opposed to books that I want to read. Sometimes they cross over. And then the other book, because we're doing 3 for each topic, remember, 3, is Animorphs by KA Applegate, because I read these as a kid, and I'm going to tie this with Goosebumps. I read these when I was, like, 4th grade, 3rd grade, somewhere in there, and they really, like, hooked me into reading. I mean, more. I was, like, constantly getting books of those and reading them and having a collection, and it made me like really think creatively in a way, and I'm so excited that we're getting movies for both of these. Like, Goosebumps comes out I think this year, and then they just greenlit Animorphs. I'm so excited. So yeah. There's a lot of books that inspire me and influence me, and I'll probably have a video planned that I'm sort of planning about that, so stay tuned for that. Next up is songs. So 3 songs that have influenced me, and the first one is mmmbop by Hanson. This song came out in 1997. I was 10, which was 2 years younger than Zach Hanson was at the time, and I fell in love with him. I started playing drums because of Hanson. This song still defines my life. I've seen them play multiple times. I did a video on Hanson, I'll link it up here, about why I love them and how I love them, and so, yeah, mmmbop. It's a good song, man. It's a good song. The next one is SexyBack by Justin Timberlake, and I'm skipping the whole NSYNC generation, basically because I've already done a top 10 influential albums, which again, here, but I'm saying SexyBack because that one was the progression of Justin from, you know, NSYNC to this, like, new, like, era of Justin. So, like, his first album was, you know, it was a breakaway from NSYNC, and it was okay, it was a good album, but SexyBack really, he pushed the limits. He started, like, experimenting with his style, and I really loved it, and so, yeah, it showed me that I could like different types of music, and so, it's Justin Timberlake too, so, you know. And the other one is Waiting on the World to Change by John Mayer. the live version because there's so much soul and passion in that song that I can't, like, I have to listen to it on repeat, and I just feel so emotionally overwhelmed when I hear it, but it's in a good way, that it just inspires me. So there you go. TV shows. I'm gonna throw it way back here, and talk about some Guts and Legends of the Hidden Temple, which were on Nickelodeon back in the 90s, and I was obsessed with these shows, like, obsessed. I would go to the pool in the summer and, like, pretend I was, like, practicing for the events, right, with, like, my fake little rowboat. That's what I was doing. I was rowing. I would run up my stairs and, like, hit the different actuators and pretending it was the aggro crag. Like, this was a big deal. So it definitely influenced me in TV and, like, game shows and action things. I don't know. I just really loved it. The next one is Friday Night Lights, because I love Friday Night Lights. It's what good TV should be. It's what good relationships should be. It's a great story. It's great characters. It's great writing. I just love it. And the other one is Dawson's Creek. And I say this one because I didn't watch Dawson's Creek when it first aired because I was too young for it, but I watched it when they re-aired it on TBS, and I was, like, obsessed immediately with the show, like, ridiculously. And actually, one of the reasons I chose my college that I went to, which was the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, is because they had used to shoot Dawson's Creek there. Like, that's where they filmed the show. And some of it was on the campus. And then they filmed One Tree Hill there, which wasn't as good, but, you know, whatever. It's still cool. So that was, like, it influenced me in a lot of ways. Yes, Dawson's Creek. I loved it. Pacey Witter. Movies. Peter Pan, number one. Peter Pan, because, like, I became Wendy when I was 3 and thought I was waiting for Peter Pan. And so I love all the Peter Pan movies, all of the versions, all of them, everything. I'm gonna go see Pan when it comes out because I'm so excited about it. Peter Pan. Just Peter Pan. Peter Pan. How many times can I say Peter Pan? Peter Pan. The Princess Bride, which is my number 1 favorite movie of all time, and I used to watch it at my dad's house all the time. Like, I'd go to his house and I'd watch movies a lot, and Princess Bride was one that I watched every single time I went over there. That and, like, Star Wars and The Mighty Ducks and Son-in-Law. Those are the big ones. But Princess Bride, like, that sword fight, that epic sword fight, I just love it. And yeah. Another one I'm gonna say is Amelie, which is a French film, and I love it, but it is very creative and it's different, and I think I discovered it when I was in film school, which, again, okay, so I was in film school, but it's very artsy, and it showed me that films don't have to be this, like, traditional kind of thing, and that I really like French film. I didn't know that how much I liked French film until I discovered Amelie, and then I started, like, diving down the rabbit hole of French film. Took an entire class on it, and, like, was like, oh, this is amazing. So I gotta credit with Amelie for that, and it's awesome. And if you haven't seen it, like, it's really accessible, it's beautiful, it's funny, and you should watch it. All right, now we're going into the, like, social media aspect of this tag. So inspirational accounts on social media. So we're gonna go with Twitter first. I don't really know about Twitter accounts that are inspirational, because it's usually I just use Twitter to talk to my friends, like my booktube friends, and some of my students' Twitter, that I tweet things about school, like, hey, yearbook class, we're doing this tomorrow. So, or I'll text my I'll tweet my booktube buddies and be like, hey, what are you reading? And, like, we converse on there. So, like, I don't really know about inspirational or influential Twitter accounts, but let's give it a shot. So I'm gonna mention Guy in Your MFA, because it's pretty funny. I'm gonna mention J.K. Rowling, because once she got on Twitter, like, she throws down and drops the mic, and I love her. She slays. And then the third one I'm gonna mention is Anna Kendrick, because she is hilarious. So they're not, like, full-on Twitter accounts, most of them. 2 of them are, like, real people, but they're celebrities, and I like their witty banterisms and things, so yes. Next one is Instagram, and these are always really pretty pictures. So I'm gonna mention Living in My Book, because it's always, like, this girl, like, on a bed with a book and coffee, and it just really looks beautiful and inviting, and I really like it. So that one. And I'm gonna mention The Globe Wanderer, because such beautiful pictures of the world that I want to go to all of them, and I'm always like, double tap. And the other one is Tiny the Usurper, which is basically a cat who lives in a bookstore. And it's pictures of it. And it's adorable. There's also Bodega Cats of Instagram, which one of my best friends told me about, which is cats who are in a grocery store, like sleeping on peas. It's great. I love it. Check them out if you like cats. Cats. And finally, the last topic is YouTube. I added in, by the way, Instagram and YouTube to this tag because I felt like they were important. So in YouTube, all of you, you all inspire me. Everybody on BookTube inspires me. But I decided to pick 3 people that are not like friends of mine on YouTube. But these are the people that like inspired me to start a YouTube channel, and people that like I always watch and are really like doing something that I don't know. They're great, and so you should watch them if you don't. But the first one is a triple piece, and that's the Fletchers. It's Carrie Hilt Fletcher, Tom Fletcher, and Giovanna Fletcher. They're all related. Tom and G are married, and Carrie is Tom's sister, and Tom is in McFly/McBusted, and G writes books, and Carrie writes books, and is on Les Mis, and like is a YouTube personality. And so all 3 of them are really amazing and creative people, and they're very inspiring all the time with what they're doing. So I just wanted to include all 3 of them, and they have the Dear Carrie, Dear Tom, Dear G videos, and if you don't watch them, you should, because they're really good. I'd start with Carrie if you're not sure who to start with. If you're a fan of McFly, start with Tom, and then go from there. Seriously, because if you don't, they're really good. The next one is Christina Horner, and she is a booktuber. A big booktuber, but she's not just booktube. She started out with like other things. She's very nerdy, and she's the one who kind of really inspired me into getting onto booktube. So I wanted to kind of give her the shout out for this one because she got me into it, and she likes Harry Potter. She loves Harry Potter. She had a Harry Potter band at one point, and she's similar to my age, and so I felt like if she can do it, I can do it, right? Yeah. So I just feel like she's slightly more attainable than some of the like ginormous booktubers too. So I don't know, I really like her. Anyway, and then the last one I'm gonna mention is Jack's Gap, which is Jack Harry's, and he is just so inspirational and influential, and his account is beautiful. The things he does are so fantastic and amazing, and check him out if you haven't already. So anyway, those are all of my little inspirational pieces. Sorry, this is a little longer. I tend to ramble a little bit, so I'm trying to like push forward. I don't know who to tag. I'll tag some people down below in the comments, and I'll tweet you. So yeah. And yeah, that is it for me today. Let me know some of your influential accounts or movies or books or whatever. So like, give me some Twitter accounts I can go follow, and Instagram accounts I can follow, YouTube accounts I can follow, and you know, movies to watch, things like that. And yeah, that's it for me today. I'll see you next time.